The sun hung low over the scorched hills of Carthan, casting jagged shadows across the red dust plains. The wind stirred faint traces of ash from the burned grass, whispering secrets of a war long past. For Jalen, a solitary traveler with a worn cloak and cracked boots, the land spoke in silence. It spoke of things lost. He had no map, only the dream. The same dream every night since he was a child, a ring of tall warriors clad in bone and bronze, standing in reverence as a shadow stepped forward and raised a simple wooden stick. And they knelt. The dream always ended there. But now, standing atop the last hill before the valley of Dareth's spine, Jalen saw the ruins from his vision. Giant black stones jutted from the earth like shattered teeth. Nothing moved among them. Nothing dared. He descended slowly, heartbeat rising. It wasn't fear, no, not quite. It was memory, perhaps. Or destiny pressing down on his chest. He entered the ruins. Massive statues of forgotten gods loomed overhead, their eyes hollowed by time. Strange symbols, neither letters nor pictures, spiraled along the broken walls. Jalen ran his fingers across one. A sudden chill ran up his spine. "Who are you?" The voice came from nowhere. From everywhere. Jalen spun, heart thudding. "Just a traveler," he said aloud, but his voice cracked, unsure. "You are more." The wind answered like a whisper through the bones. Jalen walked deeper into the temple's heart, his boots scraping against a protruding branch, a piece of wood half buried in the sand. Oddly straight. Smooth. He paused, drawn to it. Without knowing why, he bent and picked it up. A sudden pulse, like a drumbeat in the earth. Then, from the shadows, they emerged. 12 warriors in black and bronze armor, their helms carved with snarling beasts. Their footsteps made no sound. One by one, they approached him and knelt. Jalen staggered back, holding the stick tightly. "What are you doing?" The lead warrior, his armor adorned with glowing lines, spoke in a voice deep as thunder. "You returned." I don't understand." "You held the staff of Alkaris once," said the warrior. "In the time before, when the fire came from the sky, and the veils were broken. You were the shield." Jalen shook his head. "That's not possible. I'm nobody." The warrior raised his visor. Beneath it was a face both young and ancient, scarred and glowing faintly with gold. "You were lost," he said. "But the cycle returns. The memory returns. You return." Jalen stared down at the stick in his hand. It looked like wood, but pulsed faintly with warmth. He had never seen it before, yet he knew its weight. Knew how to hold it. Knew what it could do. His dreams had not been dreams. "What is this?" he asked. "The staff is a key," the warrior said. "And a weapon. When you left, the veil closed. When you return, the world will open again." Behind them, the ruins shimmered. For a moment, the shattered temple was whole again. Glorious spires rising into the sky, a throne of living stone glowing at its heart. Then it faded. "What do you want from me?" Jalen whispered. The warriors stood. The enemies of old rise again. The scourge stirs beneath the black crater. Without the shield, we are doomed. "I'm not a hero," Jalen said. "You were." He looked around. The symbols on the walls now pulsed faintly. The staff thrummed in his hand. Something inside him stirred, a memory not his own. A battle on the edge of time. Screams. Fire. A sacrifice. His own scream. Chapter 2, The Crater. They traveled for 3 days under burning skies. The warriors did not eat, did not speak unless spoken to. They simply followed, silent as the wind. Jalen led, guided not by logic but by something older, intuition. At night, his dreams grew stronger. He saw himself standing at the edge of a massive crater, holding the staff high as black tendrils rose from the abyss. A figure emerged, horned and cloaked in shadow. A voice echoed, "You swore never to return." When he awoke, the sky had turned crimson. The crater lay ahead. Black and endless, it stretched into the bones of the earth. Thunder rolled across the open sky, though no clouds stirred. The warriors stopped. "We go no further," said the leader. "The rest is yours." Jalen stepped forward, alone. He walked to the edge. The wind blew up from the pit, carrying whispers and long-forgotten songs. And then, from the depths, movement. A shape rose, tall and terrible, formed of black mist and golden chains. Eyes of fire. A voice like shattered mirrors. "You broke the bond, shield. You cannot fix it." Jalen raised the staff. Light flared, bright and white-hot. The mist hissed and recoiled, but it was not enough. Memories flooded his mind, battles won, losses endured, promises made in blood. And one memory clearest of all, a woman, her hand in his, saying, "Come back. Even if it takes 1,000 years." He had failed her. But not again. Jalen gripped the staff with both hands and slammed it into the ground. The world trembled. A shockwave of light burst from the crater's rim, cutting through the shadow like dawn through smoke. The creature screamed, "You are forgotten." But Jalen stepped forward, light blazing around him. "No," he said. "I am remembered." Chapter 3. The veil opens. When Jalen awoke, he lay in grass. Real grass. The sky above him was blue, not red. The crater was gone, replaced by a shimmering lake. Birds circled overhead. He sat up. The staff was beside him, now dull. The warriors stood nearby, their armor cracked, but eyes shining. "You did it," the leader said. "What did I do?" "You fulfilled the vow." The ruins had returned to nature. Trees grew from the once dead stone. Water flowed again where dust once ruled. "You ended the war," the leader said. "The scourge is sealed, and the veil has opened." "What happens now?" Jalen asked. The warrior smiled faintly. "Now, you choose." Behind them, a small figure approached, a girl no older than 10, carrying a basket of herbs. She looked at Jalen, eyes wide. "You're the one from the stories," she whispered. He looked down at the staff, then at her. "Maybe," he said. She reached for his hand. "Will you stay?" Jalen looked at the lake, the birds, the blue sky. He nodded. "Yes. I think I will." Epilogue. Years passed. The name Jalen became legend, a wanderer who restored the land and vanished into peace. Some say he lives in a small village by the lake, teaching children to carve wood and whisper to the wind. Others say he became a tree, his roots binding the veil shut. But in the center of the temple ruins, now a garden, there lies a stone. Upon it, these words. He picked up a stick. And the world remembered.